Welcome back, my friends. This is Yoga with Annie. We are plugged into the studio today. We are about to embark on a little yoga journey together, and we're going to work on the hamstrings. So, for my friends that have tighter hamstrings, this is going to be great for you. I do advise that you grab a couple blocks and meet me on the mat. So, we're going to start off in a forward fold. So you might grab those blocks here, you might heel toe your feet out about hip width distance. And so if you are a bit tighter, feeling that extension through the leg might feel pretty intense. And so you might bend through the knees a little bit. As you place your hands on the block, start to lengthen through that spine. We're engaging through the core, and as we exhale, we're going to fold very gently in, relaxing the head down. And again, this might look very different. You might have the knees bent quite a bit, and that's okay. Truly just honor your body. You don't want to overstretch your hamstrings. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to fold in. Beautiful. Inhale to lengthen. We're going to move a little bit here. We're going to exhale and step that left foot back. Sweep the hands around to the middle. You may or may not grab a block to travel with you. But as you find that flat back here for a moment, start to lengthen through that spine again. The knees might be bent. And from here, let's start to find some movement. So you might start to kind of bend through the knees as if you're going to move into that skandasana. So from side to side, just simply observing the lateral plane here. Or you might find more stillness or start to undulate up and down through the spine. We're going to take about 3 more breaths here. Just moving from side to side. Start to feel into what areas in your hamstrings are tight. So our hamstrings are made up out of 3 separate muscles. And so sometimes we're tighter in different areas than the other. When you're ready, coming back through to center. Beautiful. From here, sweeping back around to the front of the mat, plant your right foot down, and you're going to step your left foot in, a little shorter than a warrior 2 stance. This is called pyramid posture. So once more, your hands are down on the block. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and you might hang out here. That might feel intense enough. And actually, before we start to undulate through the spine, I invite you to check in here. So if your hips start to pull towards the side, see if you can start to pull that right hip crease back. And as you do, you're going to square off through the hips. That's going to intensify here through this right side. You might hang out here, you might lengthen through the spine and fold forward and kind of find this undulation through the spine, which feels really good, especially if you have a job that you're sitting a lot. You're probably really tight in these areas. And so just give yourself some time, some grace as you start to deepen the breath. And when you feel complete, travel with your blocks to the center. Bring the legs out wide once more. Again, you might have the hands on the blocks. You might sway from side to side. You might find that undulation at the spine. Let's take 3 breaths to let it all go. To start to open through the back body, and I do invite you to deepen your breath here as we do. That's going to be the key to finding more mobility. So deepening the breath is going to tell your body that it's safe. And that means that it's going to start to be able to stretch a little bit more. When you're ready, shifting to the other side, left foot forward, right foot plants down. Again, you might shift that spacing. And also, so you're on different train tracks here, right? That's going to allow your hips to square off. So if you feel that right hip crease coming back, pull that right hip crease forward, straighten through the spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Last one, my friends. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. When you're ready, coming back through to center, walk the blocks back. Beautiful. End up back in that wide leg forward fold. Take a couple breaths here to shake it off. Wiggle it out. Do what feels good. Beautiful, my friends. This is Yoga with Annie. We are plugged into the studio today. And so we're just working on opening the hamstrings. Very, very nice stuff. So until I see you all again, namaste.